All right, this is a homemade hook setter that I made yesterday, and so I've got that down in the hole. I'll just show you what this is real quick. So it's a really simple mechanism. Just I took an old coat hanger and just bent a curve on the bottom as well as the top. And when something pulls on this, like if I get a bite, that'll push this forward, which then releases this and sets the hook. So I'm just gonna have that sitting there while I venture out just a little bit further and start jigging. Alright, my hook setter just went off. Oh, dang it. I totally had something on. That is awesome. Well, it worked. That's really exciting. Oh! Came back, whatever it was. Yeah, I was all the way up to my furthest hole, and it went off, and I had a fish on. But by the time I got over here, he was pretty much, I think he was probably off when I tried to set the hook. Well, that is extremely encouraging that this works, and there seem to be fishing here. I think I exclaimed too loud and scared whatever that was off. So I guess I haven't even really mentioned yet the reason I chose this lake is because there's grayling in here, and I would just love to catch a grayling through the ice. And so that's kind of our goal today. Another one. Oh, she's spewing eggs. Look at that. Let's get her back in there. God, I can swim off. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful brook trout. Well, this thing worked. I'm so happy with that. Just kind of threw that together yesterday, not knowing if it would work. And sure enough, it did. This is a fat, healthy fish. It's a good looking one. I jigged out there for a few minutes and I had a couple of little bites. The hook setter actually just went off, so that's why I ran back here to reset it. I did not get that fish. But so far, seems like this shallow area is much more productive. So I'm gonna try this hole over here, about the same depth as this, and see if I can't get something on the jigging stick. Well, it got pretty slow, so I'm gonna move over here where there's some submerged logs. I've already got a hole done over there. I'm just bringing the sled over now, so I think this is a spot I'm gonna cook the fish and hopefully get a second fish so we can eat two of them. Ooh, that's a good size. Nice. I feel a little bit embarrassed every time I say it's a good sized fish because they're still really small. But these lakes don't have the biggest fish. So. There we go. Come on. Whoo, he came flying out. Oh, that was a little pretty one. I forgot how shallow it was here. Just flew that guy right out of the hole. Man, that's gorgeous. Love brook trout. This guy's tiny, so we'll toss him back. There we go, got it. Oh, that's a good one. Nice. Look at you. Oh, these are so pretty. So something I learned somewhat recently is, and this is a really good example of it, and that's why I bring it up, but if you're ever trying to identify the difference between splake and brook trout have these blue halos around the red spot, and splake will not have that, and if they do, it's really rare. So if you see those blue spots, or sorry, the blue halos around the red spots, that's a clear indication that it's a brook trout. Just for those who are fishing where both species exist, they can be pretty hard to identify if you don't know what you're looking for. I'm gonna keep this guy as well, and that will be our lunch. Super excited about that. So this is a pretty good example of male versus female in brook trout. You can see that the male is much more colorful, especially this time of year, than the female. It's just kind of a much wider belly. In fact, males will get this black on their belly. And if you look at the head shape, the male's head is bigger and it's got longer, like a longer snout, bigger jaws. So those are the main differences in just easily identifying male and female brook trout. Got him. Another little male. So cool. Oh, it's a grayling. It's a grayling. Sweet. Oh, yes. Oh, this is so cool. Ah, oh, so cool. That's what we came here for. Oh, these are just some of the coolest fish ever. I love that giant dorsal fin. It's so neat. So I've got 2 brook trout now, and I've always wanted to eat a grayling. I didn't know if I was going to catch one or not today, and I do want to keep this one to eat. So I think I'm going to take one of those brook trout home and then cook up this guy and the other brook trout and kind of test them side by side and see how it tastes. But this is not a bad sized grayling. It's really a pretty decent fish. For anyone curious, this fish was 13 inches, which I think is actually my biggest grayling. Oh, John, I got this one. Oh, hey, buddy. Good little brook trout. Oof, that is a good fish. Man, this hole is awesome. There we go. Brook trout after brook trout. Well, the hook setter just caught the biggest fish of the day. Really nice brook trout. This thing's working so good. Makes me so happy. Oh, hey, this feels like another good fish. Look at that. Okay. Boop. Yep, it's the spawn, all right. All right, so these look like a charred mess, but the skin just peels right off quite nicely actually, and just reveals that beautiful meat underneath. Here's the grayling. First time eating grayling. It's good. Just tastes like trout pretty much. Let's see how the brook trout compares. See, that peels off just like that. Gotta say that I like the trout better. Grayling's not bad, but it's just like, it's pretty mushy. So I set up the tent and I've got the underwater camera down there. And there are just fish all over the place. It's pretty fun to watch. They're not like crazy interested in what I've got. Oh, there's one. Oh, take it, buddy, take it. Oh. Come on. But and I actually there's a pretty good tiger trout down there that's just cruising around. I don't know if it's the same one, but I keep on seeing it over and over. But I didn't even know that there was tiger trout in here, so that's kind of fun. There's that tiger trout. There's a tiger trout again. Not interested.